In fact, we want me to go into you're locked on your other channels.
No, I can.
Or can I go?
Yeah, you can go into one of the other channels, and then I'll pop in with you when the time comes.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
I seem to have taken an approach to drop from a helicopter myself, seeing Krovax and Laurent fast drop onto, I believe this is Sector 8-1 Annex.
Yeah, that's something else I've been seeing a lot too. Is people are hot dropping quick out of the helicopters on this map.
With it being a brand new map, it's a lot easier for people to not really care where they're going to be dropping. So they just want to be able to get on the ground as fast as possible and start finding some chests. I see Krovax has already managed to find the first chest, and these are remarkably rare for this map. You can barely find them anymore.
Yes, chests have been a little bit of a struggle, but I've also I've had times like this where I found like multiple in a row. As we see an accessory chest there, that's going to come into play very quick with who is that there?
Kid Demon.
Kid Demon already finding the accessories.
I hope they can manage to get a really nice accessory that'll turn the tide of the first round, because he's got a couple of people next to him already.
Yeah, we already have 3 candidates all in Sector 8-1 Annex.
Let's start listening to the gunshots right now. It's very interesting that all of these security officer stations right here, all of them can shoot. All of them will this one. So it could be ideal at times to completely avoid Western Ghost hears some footsteps nearby and has decided to take a quick exit from upper Sector 8.
Oh, we have to switch over to my view for just a moment here because you can't see it without your skins on. But look at this ambassador skin. The new sword. I have this on mine. Less Than Ghost is rocking it here. It is so nice looking. Sorry to interrupt you there, but I just love it. It looks so good.
It looks really good. I agree. Makes me sad that I forgot to turn the skins on.
Yeah, I want to go like this, though. I want to turn my graphics back up to high. Oh, also, I don't know if you saw, but they added an end match. Oh, you wouldn't see it ever, but they added an end match button, so it can't be held hostage anymore.
Ah, nice.
But they also changed the final circle, so that's not gonna happen anymore.
Yeah, because now it's gonna like group in on people. And Krovax and Kid Demon are right around the corner from each other right now. Kid Demon's Blizzard has already picked off Krovax around the middle of the building, looking to pick up this chest before Krovax peeks in. Krovax peeking around the door has warded him off from that chest, so he's forced to turn around and pay attention to Krovax instead, rotating back around the other side because of that bio that blockaded the path between them. But it also means he gets free chest, because there's no way Krovax is going to be able to interrupt that. Oh, it looks like he's going to try to get an ambush as Kid Demon comes out from the door corner, watching each other right now. That bio almost manages to land on Krovax, but it is just slightly far enough away that Krovax should be able to get around that if he decides to take this fight right here in the corner. Kid Demon trying to get another spell, and water flying far and off. Krovax lands a couple of shots with the Wrath. Kid Demon flying out with the spear, getting a couple of good pokes, but Krovax responds with a little bit of lethal gaze, I believe, fire. Messing with another Wrath shot as Kid Demon hops around the side of the machinery, looking to try and get to some cover, taking fire at each other, both of them dropping to critical levels of health. Krovax dipping back around the side of the machinery and hitting an X potion to quickly heal back up as Kid Demon places a blizzard to cover his escape from the building. That got dangerously close for both of them.
Yeah, that was interesting as they come right next to each other here. Oh, Krovax had the better advantage coming out. Surprise Kid Demon there and lands the shots for the kill.
Door managed to trip me up as well. I wish I managed to catch the end of that fight, but Krovax caught the upper hand coming out of that door, catching Kid Demon by surprise. That was an awesome job.
Yeah, that was quite the rotation there. Now, I do want to touch on real quick while I have the opportunity. Krovax has already qualified and is competing here today. That is because Krovax could still get the grand raffle tickets as opposed to qualifying again. You do qualify on the first class that you qualify for. So Krovax is here trying to win more entries. You are welcome to do that as well if you are a competitor in the chat here. Just wanted to touch on that real quick and as we hop back into the action here.
Good way to take an interesting approach and using our vehicles to try and get a little bit of farming done. Very effective method I've seen too. Speed, you'll be able to one shot
Yeah, that was something that people were doing with Hedgehog Pies quite often on the old map. So
Yeah.
now that there's like these groups of mobs all over the place, I could see car farming being pretty effective.
As I'm starting to scan or swap through the people right now, I am seeing a trend. Might not be past the final circle yet, but there's not a whole lot of people that have gotten even their first levels just yet. As Dante and Gwyn Blading both still at level 1.
Yeah, there was a lot of well, we had that early engagement there, so maybe people are just taking their time and making sure they get their loot before they go out and farm. But there are some candidates that are out farming now.
Yeah.
Let's heal up.
Ghosh as well, another one that's still at level 1. Really makes
Come here,
you
Chocobo.
rethink how you use every single guild,
Let's
how
go.
you get every single experience point. It just makes it so much harder to get the speed and get the guild.
Yeah, as we see, Ghost just hit level 2 now.
Let's
Jeez,
go.
yeah. Laurel's here just hit level 3 as well.
Let's go.
Ghosh is taking the Mako strategy, though, and taking their time in this first phase. Going to take some damage, which could be kind of iffy in this new map, because if you don't find enough potions, when you come out of the Mako and you have to burn through a handful of potions, you're in a bad place.
Let's go.
Definitely not like Undercity where you know there's going to be some guaranteed loot where you can get some easy potions. There's even guaranteed spots for potions and high potions too. You don't have any of that up here in Plateside, at least nothing that's been learned just yet.
Now we have
What you're able to find.
3 candidates getting kind of close to each other here in Sector 1 station. Let's see if anything comes from that.
And less than Ghosh, as he's coming in with this sneaky looting, does come out of the Mako, but is getting closer to Laurent and Gwyn Blading ever closer.
Let's heal up.
I imagine before too long he's going to be able to hear Laurent, who I believe is running around on a chocobo. No, that is a
quite close to each other now.
Laurent. Who definitely hears Laurent as he's taking cover around the side of the pillar right here. Laurent driving up on a Jeep, does spot out the chocobo, so she hops off. Starts running for the chocobo, lets it cross, pops up from behind the supply crate. Perfect ambush, opening fire with lethal gaze. Laurent returning fire and dealing massive damage. That spear unfortunately flies wide. A thunder not quite landing the mark as Lesson Ghost retreats and takes to the air. Laurent stealing his chocobo in the process.
I thought the surprise was gonna work, but Less Than Ghost is just out of range of the melee lock-on and can't land the follow-up to the ambush. Very nice play to begin with. And Laurel just, I mean, again, coming around the corner and the reaction there and getting the gunfire back, pushing Ghosh away and taking the fight elsewhere.
That was very beautifully done on both sides. Laurel to be able to get out of that ambush and to interrupt myself, but Korvax and Laurel have immediately found each other again. Laurel getting lit up by Korvax with deadly aim.
All right.
So
Better keep this up.
Ghost's bird after that. Laurel taking this guy and flying away. Korvax quickly chasing after him. I say quickly chasing after on the T-third.
See, Korvax does get the high ground here, but Laurel does take off with the high jump.
Yeah, as he's already used his high jump, so he's forced
Oh, it's
to
an
cast
arrow. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, to fly up and around.
Let's
Does force Korvax to use his jump as well, but all he was using it for was to fly away. So very interesting fake out from Laurel right there. He's trying to find a little bit more loot. I think he doesn't want to take this fight right now. Perhaps he's already realized who it is. Unlike me, everybody else can run the skins.
Yeah.
He's trying to use some cover inside of these buildings, narrowly missing that bio right there. He climbs up in front of Korvax, who punishes him for daring to mantle directly in front of him. As you coming up on top of those ledges, you have a couple of seconds where it's just free fire against you. They can do anything they want to you.
Yeah, so that's like, that's pretty much been a staple of Korvax's play, is take the high ground and force the enemies to push up into, and just get the easy gunfire from that. I saw Korvax in Fight Nights, I believe last night, actually was on the other side of that. So it was very interesting to see how that happened. But we see Korvax, as you said, landing the punish and Laurel having to force up into the high ground, and Korvax is just true with the gun yet again.
His aim astounds me every single time that I see it. It's just so crazy accurate. Like, everybody comes into my stream talking about how I'm a cracked out shot. You want to talk about cracked out shots? This is Krovax and Scion, who don't seem to miss no matter where they aim.
Yeah, I got to see, I believe it was, actually I got to see Krovax versus Vidokebu and Cosmo versus Vidokebu last night.
Oh man, yeah,
There's
that's
some very, very good gunplay happening.
Because, like I mentioned, it's hard for some of these people to miss. Those are trying to get Campbell a little bit further away to take down Krovax the third. I believe he manages to get the finish off in time, though. It's hard to try and Krovax. He's going to be able to get some free loot behind the supply drop. Looking goes to take some cover behind these boxes. Inside of the clusters, trying to get a little bit of damage. Unfortunately, not managing to connect a whole lot of this right now. Krovax looks like he's going to be using the cover of the building on this wall to rotate closer to this fight. Ghosh is being pressured by the Mako, though. Is he going to realize that this is coming in right on his heels, and he cannot go through that building? He is going to be able to sneak around into this alley first. He's going to be able to get away scot-free as Krovax is still watching the other corner, so he is getting a very nice rotation around the side of Krovax right here. Not it, who is able to take advantage of it. Krovax is around behind the wall, so he's not going to be able to do something. If I pop him back on his third, it's going to back his lead from the Mako. He's going to spot and goes out on the tree right here. He pops up over the top of the bridge. Like, he's going to hug the edge of the Mako and come up. He's open fire onto the Krovax. Under warding him off when he becomes too closer. Krovax is the kind of player that wants to
All right. Better keep this up.
Into the air. Starts flying away. On his bird. Alright, this is kind of fast in the open away from the Krovax right now.
Let's heal up.
Using some of the construction around him as whatever cover he can find. Krovax, fireball is exploding everywhere.
Enemy defeated.
Goes down to
Let's
3
heal up.
well played.
I thought they nerfed Lethal Gaze.
They did. It only has 29 bullets in the clip.
Well, Krovax doesn't need 29 bullets.
Not at all.
As he takes the corner there and absolutely lasers Ghosh as he tries to make his escape.
Not able to get away cleanly.
Let's
Endless
go.
Pain running away from the scene of nearby battle is very, very low health.
I have dragged Ghosh into the chat room here. I thought you were going to land that bio there and then get away around the corner, but Krovax was able to just push right through it, right to you.
Yeah, Krovax and his handgun skills got to me. Not much I could do there. Dude's got a great shot.
They changed the drone. I can't look straight down anymore.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
Yeah.
It was-
sniper shot.
It was probably bugging out. That's probably why.
Maybe. It did kind of do wonky things with the controls.
Let's go.
I think Krovax and Dante are at a bit of a standoff right now. Dante up on the roofs does have a massive positional advantage. Might lose that pretty fast though. Oh, he is spotting Krovax as he might try to climb up that building, making an appearance on the edge of the roof right there and forcing Krovax back down the side of the building. He has a choke bow, so he's not going to be forced to climb up in front of Dante and lose those precious few seconds. But even just on a bird, that's still an opportunity for Dante to open fire and get some free damage. Down comes Ifrit once more. Heard he made a very commanding presence on the battlefield yesterday. Krovax has decided to push up onto the roof now that he's gotten his summon. Dante quickly making the decision to leave this fight.
I actually believe it was Krovax that had Ifrit last night too. So this could be back-to-back days Krovax is going to come away with an Ifrit kill. I would very much like to see that.
He is in hot pursuit of Dante, but Dante's chocobo is a little bit faster, taking a slightly longer path though, so Krovax is able to catch up. Gwyn blading also nearby, looking to try and get out of dodge. Looks like Krovax has swapped his target around to the newer, fresher piece. Dante taking positional advantage up on the roof nearby to open fire on Krovax, not managing to land a whole lot of damage. Krovax chases Gwyn around the edge of the building right here as she's running or they're running towards the supply drop. Krovac's bird is a lot faster, so he's able to hop off and get some free shots with Wind Blading leaves.
Let's go.
I think he did not manage to kill the Chocobo. Gwynblading was able to get around the edge and the corner in time and save their Chocobo's life. Hopping off to try and take this engagement as Ifrit jumps down, trying to finish off the Chocobo, not quite managing to land it off though.
That high jump was so necessary. As Ifrit was definitely going to come down for some massive damage.
An attack! All right.
Yes, absolutely.
keep this up.
Gwynblading retreating up onto the roofs nearby. Krovac stealing Gwyn's bird as
Monsters.
Ifrit's having fun with the jungle moms nearby. Running past Ifrit and trying to get up after Gwynblading now.
I think that the new map has anything to do with possibly more running around and battling for positioning.
Oh yes.
Initiating
Yeah, it
combat.
seems like there's a lot more of that than...
That was some huge Ifrit damage there again. And there's the kill from...
Nice.
Wow.
The Ifrit is so strong in Season 3! Lands
Wow.
on the
That
climb
was
up.
so fast.
On the climb up. Well, so from the climb up, the first big AoE came down from Ifrit's slam. And then that was the cast AoE. I'm telling you, Ifrit is like skill shotting people to death. It is so fun to watch.
Endless Pain is at critical health and tries to engage Dante at such levels of health. Hovering around at 1 health right now as he does go down to the Slug Ray behind the corner there.
Oh, so Dante didn't get the kill. Unfortunate.
Dante did not get the
Oh,
kill there,
jeez.
no. I believe that means Krovac is the only one with any kills right now. Yes! Krovac has managed to kill everybody else in the lobby.
I don't feel so bad.
Coach, how was your experience on Dragoon on this map so far?
It was good. I mean, I was in the same boat where I'm not well, I shouldn't put other people in the same boat as me, but I'm not too comfortable just yet. So moving around, getting a lay of the land, looting up was very important.
Yeah, I mean that's something that's gonna be a part of competitive environment is changes in, especially in esports, where the changes in the game are gonna happen. So you're gonna have to adapt and move forward into new metas and stuff like that. So it's gonna be very fun to see how that changes, not only this series but the finals when we get to that point.
And I think that actually the fact that Dragoon's the first class on the new map is a great thing because of the mobility. So it won't be possibly slow paced as it could be.
As you see our two candidates getting close to each other here.
Yeah, Krovac's trying to take advantage of that same advantage from before and hitting Dante. It's dismantling up the side of these boxes right there. Does manage to land an extra shot, but Dante has just got barely the micro angle to be able to avoid Krovac's line of sight. A water trying to pinch Krovac off the side of the pylon there, or the support pillar, but not managing to land any damage. Dante is going to try and find a way to get up there and force Krovac off of his advantage, but he's not going to be able to get up there without using arrow jump or exposing himself to some major damage from Krovac.
Now we talked about this earlier, where Krovac gets into the high ground and forces the opponent up into them, and it is so fun to watch, and it's such a good meta to have and a good play style to have. I mean, it does have its downfalls, but Krovac doesn't show them very often.
One of the new aspects of the map, not showing where the ring is going to be moving to, shows off right here as Krovac and Dante are forced away from that building they were so comfortable on before. Dante is getting in a very dangerous position with the gas. I think he manages to get inside of the building and away from it just in time, though no, he does get stuck by the gas. Unfortunately, the new map has caught him off guard and he was not able to take the correct path through the building.
Oh, wow.
So that's happened to me as well. Those buildings can get quite confusing as the final candidate goes down to the hazard zone and Krovac comes away with, I believe, 4 kills? In the
4
win?
kills.
4 kills and the win in game number 1 of Dragoon Qualifier.